Mountain, Island, Lightning Bolt, Spell Pierce, Switchblade, Stab Wound, Red Mage, Blue Mage. I'm mad at you.
What? I don't understand. Why?
Because I get accused of things that are untrue, factually untrue, provably untrue. I left you such good notes here, and you're just
First off,
you're like, where's the? You send me a link. It's in the show notes. Oh,
okay. Look,
why can't I look at it?
You told me last time that I should not look at the show notes. You purposefully told me don't look at the show notes, and so I
wanted to surprise you with the story.
So I didn't look at the show notes. Now, a week has passed, and you told me, oh, we're just going to continue doing the story. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, where's the story? I don't know. I can't know what I don't know. So I didn't know that the link was in the show notes that I was not allowed to look at.
Okay, but now you can look at them, and then you're like, where did we leave off? And I was like, it says it right there.
But it didn't say it before. It wasn't there when I clicked the link.
At the top
literally
of
just added it.
This Google Doc says last edit was 2 hours ago. What do you think about that?
I think Google is a liar, and you're both gaslighting me. But anyway, who I am is Amber. I'm the red mage.
Clearly.
And I play red.
Yeah, clearly. I'm Kenny. I play blue.
And today, we're going to continue that story from last time.
That's right.
As soon as I figure out how to get there. Where did we leave off?
Chronicle of Bolus, the twins.
Yes. By who? What now?
By Kate Elliott.
Okay, story time.
I'm ready. I'm in a beautiful, warm blanket. I got a mug of tea. Let me give it a little.
Don't do a sip. Well, I don't have to worry about it because I don't have to edit it. Okay, so I'm going to be reading today. We both are discovering this together because Kenny, you didn't read this at all.
I have not read this.
Okay.
Last week I was reading it for the first time.
All right. So last time, what happened, as far as I can remember,
let's try to piece it together.
We learned that they're very much twins. That they crawled out of their mom's corpse to live. Yes.
The cold tomb of her vagina.
And burst into life. One of them's a hunter. One of them's a magic shaman.
Yeah, person. Like a seer.
They fight a lot, and they killed a bunch of goblins.
Yes.
There's a bunch of dragons because we're on Tarkir.
Yep, you got it.
And they're like, oh no, the goblin bodies are going to attract the dragons. And no, don't harvest that meat. What are you doing? It's dragons. And then an avalanche happened.
Yes. And there were the snow people.
Oh,
remember the snow ice elemental people?
For some reason, I'm remembering them as praying mantis. Praying manti?
I don't think that was part of it.
Ice praying manti? But
I mean, you can imagine it however you would like to, I suppose.
I mean, they
in your mind's eye.
Tentacly mouths or tentacly appendages.
Yeah. They were kind of monstrous.
So, for whatever, my mind interpreted that as praying manti. So, whatever.
That's fair.
So, there was an avalanche.
Right. And the twins, they of course have affection for each other, and one of them is wondering what will happen if this tribe doesn't take in her twin.
Oh, because
she's imagining future stuff.
Yeah, which is, I guess, punishable by death or something.
Yeah.
Don't look in the future. There's only death there.
I guess that's true.
That's very true. All right, so we left off at Orwanavia. I can't say their names. Oh boy, Kenny, I can't read, so this is going to be an experience for all.
I want a dramatic reading.
So I should not giggle through this whole experience.
You're allowed to giggle, but...
Okay, so we left off, or would Navia have to let her go, thinking about how her sister would probably have to die. Look there! Bashia jolted to a halt, breathing hard. The waters had begun to recede, leaving the valley floor scoured clean of vegetation. Why are you gasping?
I'm trying to be an active listener.
Even trees had been torn from the ground and whirled downward to fetch up in teetering piles. A hill rose above one such heap of debris. Crowned with hardy fir trees, it had remained above the flood. People sheltered there, small as ants, from this distance. By the time they trudged off the mountainside, their legs were coated with mud. And Navia's whole body was aching.
Why are you laughing away from the microphone, Abdul?
Okay, sorry. But a shout greeted them as they reached the hill. A sentry beckoned them in under the trees. Several fires were blazing as the big hunting party dried out. No tents had survived the scramble to safety. But the hunters had their gear. Tents scramble? No tents had survived the scramble to safety. Oh, so nobody packed up
They got trampled.
Yeah, they didn't bring them up. In my mind, I just saw a bunch of tents going... Okay. Grandmother was tending to several injured people. Her stern expression relaxed slightly as she saw them, but this touch of relief was all the emotion she allowed herself. Navia, what do you have there?
Some goblin meat, Grandma.
A pack of dead goblins that were trying to sneak up on us. I don't know why she sounds like this now. A pack of dead goblins!
Well, she needs to be like the carefree kind of.
Ugh, dead goblins, Grandma.
God,
Grandma, you don't understand me at all. Anyway. Grandmother nodded curtly. As always, she simply expected Navia to have done the right thing without ever bothering to praise her. Bashia, come aside with me. Do you like Grandma's voice?
Yeah. I've got some sweeties for you.
Navia handed the net over to the other hunters and followed Grandmother and Bashia into the trees. You ready? This is a lot of text for Grandma.
Oh, boy.
What happened, girl?
Wow, that is a lot.
Some of the people are muttering that you're going out to the sacred mountain caused... Wait, let's start again. I'm tuned to the voice. I'm not reading the words. I'm going off track here. What happened, girl? Some of the people are muttering that you going up the sacred mountain caused the avalanche. We barely escaped. Worse, this valley will take generations to recover. We've relied on the... Where is she going? I'm losing Grandma. Ring her in. We've relied on the rich hunting here to feed her. Oh, I'm losing her again. Fuck it, I'm not going to do this voice anymore. We've relied on the rich hunting here to feed ourselves now that... Atarka demands so much meat. Is that a dragon, I guess?
Yeah, it's one of the elder dragons.
It was the wind folk. You saw the wind folk? They haven't communicated with us since we bowed our heads to Atarka. I doubt they trust us now. They gave me a message for you, Grandmother. Stop laughing at me. It's making it hard to read. They gave me a message for you, Grandmother. For me? For Yasova Dragonclaw. I don't know. That was Amber. And now I'm looking at beautiful artwork of Yasova Dragonclaw. Dang. Navia leaned closer, hands curling into fists, shocked to hear Bashia speak that word. Atarka had banished the name Dragonclaw and eaten every person who had dared use the term in her presence. Navia, Oh, it's Grandma. Navia, don't let anyone approach till she's finished. She's turning into a goat. Grandmother grasped Bashia's arm. Tell me everything! I really hope everyone's enjoying this ride so far.
Just speaking for myself, immensely.
All right. In the shadow of the fir trees, the air felt colder than ever. An old skin of snow half circled the north-facing trunks of the big trees where the sun never reached. That sentence was a lot for me to process.
Yeah.
Bashia let out all her breath in a hissing exhale. Her voice got rougher as she slipped into a whispered trance, sinking back into the vision the windfolk had granted her. Navia was no shaman, but she had always been able to sense vague aspects of her twin's thoughts. She, too, seemed to sink back into the midst of the killing avalanche when all the world was tumbling around them. However, it wasn't the memory, but the vision through which they fell.
Okay.
Okay. Now...
So they're going into Vision World?
Yeah, so the text has changed font.
To what? Like Comic Sans?
To like imagine that a tablet was formed before you, and somebody is finely chiseled in all uppercase letters into
Ten
this.
Commandments type shit.
Yes, and this is what this text looks like now. So now I have to find my tablet voice.
Man!
No.
There is a shadow, a great shadow. It is not clouds, nor is it night. Ripples sweep through the vast, airy gulf of the sky. The shadow is a magnificent creature. Terrifying and dark and powerful, and it is blind, or maybe it was born in a place of blindness and does not know how to see.
I get that one. Okay.
This is a lot of text. This is
In
like
this voice.
In this voice. Where am I at? I've lost myself. How to see? Okay. Its wings beat storms through the heavens. Out of the storms fall giant egg stones in different colors. Some plummet without ever waking, but the ones who wake uncurl as they fall and shake themselves in the wide, vast gulf of the sky. I'm drooling, excuse me. These egg stones are marvelous. Their beauty, mouth-wettening.
What? Does that say that?
No! I'm just... So, that vast gulf, this is where it actually truly picks up.
Their wings Wait, yes. Their wings unfurl, for they are not eggs. They are the children of the great shadow that lives betwixt and between, in a place and in no place. They are newborn dragons, curled up into a ball, and they fall, tumbling out of the sky in a flurry of ice and winds. Wings, not winds. Ice and wings. Woo!
Excellent. That was a hell of a performance by the tablet.
Thank you. I have 25 more pages.
Kenny, it goes for a long time. Are we ready?
Are you gonna keep up you can drop tablet voice.
I'm gonna drop the tablet voice. That, just imagine now, listener.
That going on
for the entire... Forever. From one beat of the great shadow's wings, there fall 7 such egg stones onto a world that is not Tarkir, although there is no name for it in the language of the Windfolk. First, the brightest one uncurls, with a beat of pale wings as it slows its descent. It opens its eyes and speaks, "Arkady Speeth!" By naming itself, it takes control. Oh, should it be a baby? I should make a baby dragon voice. Arkady Speeth! By naming itself, it takes control of its own destiny. No dragon would allow another to name it. Unlike the small beasts of the lower worlds, they always know exactly who they are. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then rises a dragon whose scales have a metallic sheen. His voice is measured and curious, as if surprised and delighted to discover he also has a name. I am Chromium Rule. Rule? Rhuell? Huh, how interesting. What does this all mean? A massive welter of reddish-green flashes outward to reveal spiral horns and a wild howl. Palladium Moors is my name! No one else can have it!
That's right, bitches!
2 of the bigger egg stones drop as if they are already dead. They crack into the hard ground and gouge impact craters into a mount. And gouge impact craters?
They're gouging out craters.
Yeah, gouge impact craters into it. That sounds weird. It's too... Yeah, okay. And gouge impact craters into a mountainside. Soil and rock splash outward from each strike to make a ring of debris. What is this place? Says Chromium Ruel? I can't say this name. R.H. Ruel, as he glides down to land a trifle graciously. Wait. Boo, that's different. He, crashes into a tree, essentially.
He's clumsy.
He's still very young, on the peak of an isolated mountain rising in the midst of a vast plateau.
Okay.
The mountain is a smooth-sloped conical shape, symmetrical and pleasing. Ooh, that mountain.
Very pleasing.
With a large crater at the top, just how I like my mountains. He peers into the bowl of the crater, but sees no huge broken egg. A worm rises out of the depths, hot and sulfuric. Ah, what a pleasant heat. Ooh, I love it here. He opens his wings, letting the sun dry out the dampness lingering on his still soft scales. Creating his supple neck, he studies the landscape. The great shadow ripples across an expanse of forest and grassland toward a ridge of distant mountains. Sunlight returns behind its passage, gilding the scene with vivid colors. Whew, my God, I need to take a drink.
All right, let's pause and reflect.
Alcohol.
It's a Wendy's.
A giant Wendy's cup that I will never finish.
Let's pause and reflect. So we got dragons being born.
Yeah, they sound cool.
In a vision.
I really like this idea of dragons just before they're even born, know who they are. I am this. That is my name. That is who I am.
What does that mean?
But what does it mean? I like to imagine in what's happening right now as they're plummeting to Earth. It's just like in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
With the potted plant and the whale.
Yeah. Not again.
Not again. That's such a good line.
I'm imagining Chromium Ruel as being a big dork. Because he's like,
yeah.
How curious. And then he clumsily crashes. So he's got big glasses and a pocket protector.
Yeah, with a protractor in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Arcady Sabbath, which is a pretty badass name, alights beside him to bask. Such a lot of trees everywhere. Oh my God, I gotta cut that. Make this sound better. Cut that out. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Such a lot of trees everywhere around our perch. And look, there are all sorts of animals abounding here. Some on 4 feet and some on 2. Some are wild and some have tamed themselves. They must all have names just as we do. What is that assemblage of structures over there by the river? It looks very orderly and interesting. he got
Take
very...
it easy, Arcades.
I need to know everything. The reddish-green dragon lands lower down to explore the fresh debris scattered by the impact of the 2 eggs into the mountain. She snorts in scorn at the scattered bodies laying broken beside it. These 2 were too weak to wake up. Good riddance. Look, Chromium gazes skyward. There are 2 more. 2 small egg stones tumble groundward, like an afterthought. Like a little poop that you didn't realize you had. And you still... Oops. Palladium Moore's grunts, more weak, useless ones. She turns her attention toward distant grasslands where beasts graze in teeming herds. I'm going hunting. With a huff of breath that almost kindles to flame, she launches herself into the sky. I'm going hunting. The slope of the mountain cuts off the trajectory of the last 2 egg stones. Losing interest in the lost egg stones, Arcady sweeps out his wings and flies towards the assemblage of structures. Yet Chromium Ruel can't help but wonder what has become of the last ones, these younger siblings, especially when no tremor of impact shakes the ground. When he circles the peak, he sees nothing on its lower slopes. No impact crater, no freshly born dragons flying, nothing. Just a dense growth of trees cut through here and there with meadows. It's as if the other egg stones dissolved, and maybe they did. Maybe they were of no more substance in this world than the Irwings that birthed them and fell back into the realm of blind shadow. He wonders what Arcades is up to, and if he should go after him. Then notices another egg fall in the foothills of a far distant mountain range as the great shadow's wings make another bead. More egg stones falling. Cousins. Intrigued, he flies away to seek them out. So he does not see the tangle of wings that unfold just before impact. The 6th egg stone unfurls into a startled green dragon just before she crashes down into a clearing at the base of the mountain and rolls several times. Her clumsy landing surprises a party of hunters who, with nets, iron-tipped spears, and lean, ugly dogs, have just brought down a large carnivorous beast. Its blood is still steaming, fragrant, and warm, and so the hunger consuming her belly is her first thought. She roars to scare them away. I am Marivia Saul. Give me the meat or I will kill you. This this startles the hunters and their dogs. Okay, sorry.
Question mark?
The startled hunters and their dogs are so overawed by her unexpected ferocity and shattering roar that they do not notice the last egg stone. It unfurls until not one, but 2 small dragons born twin together.
We know what that
Twins! They must have come out of a cold womb.
That's right. We're seeing some parallels going on
Oh my
here.
god, yeah. Not 20 paces from the clearing, they hit the canopy, crashing down through branches, and with twin thumps, come to rest on the forest floor amid a welter of needles and fern. Ouch, says the smaller of the two.
Does it really say that?
Yeah. He
Ouch.
rubs his... Yes, ouch, says the smaller of the two. He rubs his head against the ground to wipe a trickle of blood where the tough branches have scratched through the still tender scales. The other one tries to shake open his bruised wings, but is trapped by branches falling like a net over him. A broken tree trunk pins his body. I'm stuck, he says. I'll help you, says the first, setting the other with a keen eye. You're Nicole, aren't you? That's your name? Of course it's my name. Tss, quiet, Hugin. Look, I keep switching their voices and like their tone and everything as I'm talking about, as I'm saying their lines.
You're doing amazing.
Of course it's my name. Tss, quiet, Ugin. Look out there. What kind of greeting are they giving her? I don't trust them. In the clearing, Marivia Saul roars again. The hunters back away from the beast they've killed. She is big compared to the bipeds, but when she lunges forward toward the carcass, her right wing drags a little. The fall injured her. The hunters exchange looks like speech.
What?
They
So
make eyes at each other, like,
Ooh.
oh, ooh, you see she's damaged. With nods and gestures, they fan out. Something about their demeanor has changed. They are still cautious and fearful, but as she gorges herself, they slowly move to encircle her with a form of lesser cunning, sly, and cowardly. When she raises her head to cough warning smoke at them, they fall back. When her attention returns to her meal, they creep forward again. Stay still. Ugin starts picking at the debris with his foreclaws and mouth, trying to pull it apart without upsetting the entire heap into a crash that will draw attention to them. Nicole can't look... Nicole. I always want to say Nicole. Nicole can't look away. Gripped by a confusion, a frenzy churning in his gut. The blood and the anticipation swell like hunger. How dare these small, weak bipeds assault one of his own? The hunters fling a large net over her head. With a howl of surprise, she thrusts upward to fly. The hunters cling to the ends of the net, and at first her sheer staggering strength hauls those who can hold on right... There's like no commas in all of this. And at first, her sheer staggering strength hauls those who can hold on right up off the ground, their feet kicking in the air. As she tops the nearest trees, the net tangles so thoroughly in her wings that she loses her lift and flails downward. She crushes one hunter when she lands on him, thrashing and roaring. She bites at the rope, but now her damaged wing is also caught in a branch and she can't maneuver. Dogs bark excitedly, nipping at her flanks as she twists.
Oh.
Ugh. Hurry up, we have to save her. Or, we have to help her, says Nicole. Quiet, if they see us, you're trapped and at their mercy. This is forever.
This is all the vision?
Yeah.
What a weird vision.
God, I fall asleep in the middle of this vision. Just like a Star Wars. Where did I leave off? Okay. Whew. Kenny, okay, we could do this. We could do this. We're learning about Nicole. We're learning about my man, my dragon mans,
Yep.
and it's pretty cool. Okay. Nicole hisses. It's true. They can do nothing as long as he's trapped. It's maddening. It's wrong. With a cough of stinging sparks, she drives back the first attack. Her scorching breath drives 2 hunters to their knees. They shriek in pain as burns whiten their skin. The others fall back. One among them shouts orders, and again they rally. Again they ready their spears. They attack from all sides, yelling loudly, goading each other. She claws the belly of one right open, guts spilling in a mass of ooze and stink. But its death gives the leader an opening to duck in on her other side and plunge a spear deep into the still soft scales of her underbelly.
Oh, shit.
Hot blood pumps out from the wound, spraying the leader from head to toe with red. She flops
Sick.
sideways, her caught wing tearing with a horrible, gripping sound. Another hunter goes down beneath the bulk of her twisting body. I'm spinning everywhere, but now her head is vulnerable. 2 hunters thrust right into her eye. Dogs lunge for her open belly, scrambling to dig deep and pull out her soft viscera. Yet she still struggles. She still fights because she is a dragon, and dragons never bow before lesser creatures. She crunches a dog between her teeth, left side dragging the 2 spears still wobbling from her eye. I'm drooling all over myself. She pulls herself into the trees, seeking escape, although there is no escape at surviving hunters, including the leader.
Clad in her blood.
Pursue her! They're dressed in her blood. Nicole is still stuck. He opens his mouth to roar fury, but Ugin clamps talons over his muzzle, smothering him. Hush. Fortune favors the 2 young dragons this day. The hunted leads the hunters away from them, but they hear the shouting and the frenzied barking. Almost lost between all the noise comes a dragon's weak cough as she tries to burn them. There's more thrashing, a howl of pain, agonized yelps, a mortal scream. Hi! Hi! I'm dying! I'm immortal! Hurry up, Ugin, says Nicole. It's not too late. She's still killing them. Kick with your right rear leg. Nicole kicks, dislodging a weight. That was the last one.
What?
I don't know. Impatient, Nicole Bolus. Impatient, Nicole urges forward, scrambling over a tumble of rough barked limbs as the rest of the debris slides away onto the floor. As he and Ugin bolt into the clearing, littered with the corpses of 5 hunters and 3 dogs, a chorus of triumphant shouts splits the air. The odor of mortality cuts like a gust of wind through the trees. The death of a dragon smells like honey.
Okay.
Its sweetness in its power, although these hunters don't know that yet. It's too late, Ugin sighs. The heat of anger boils up from deep in Nicole's heart. He will burn them. Burn them. Ugin grabs his right rear leg and tugs him to a halt.
Stop grabbing me.
God, he's so annoying. There are many of them and only 2 of us. We are smaller than our sister. We are not injured. We can do nothing for her. We can avenge her. These puny creatures cannot be allowed to attack us. We must find the others first. Safety in numbers, as the hunters had. Not one of them could have taken her alone. What others? Other dragons who fell with us, our siblings. Did you not notice them? Nicole looks at the cloudless sky and the dazzling, brilliant sun. The sun is magnificent, bolder and brighter than anything else, dazzling and powerful, the antithesis of shadow and fear. I am not afraid of the hunters, he says, sure that the sun fears nothing. I will end there because that's so perfect. And this is exactly as I imagine Nicole Bolus.
What,
like, to
drama?
a T. What
drama
a
king?
fucking drama king. I am the sun. The sun fears nothing.
I'm dazzling and beautiful.
Beautiful. And I am not afraid of 25 hunters. I'll take them all on. Puny humans.
Even though I got stuck on a tree for this entire act.
Literally, I had to wait for Ugin to tell me how to get myself out of a tree.
Move your right rear leg. That's the one that's stuck.
That's very specific. Move your right rear leg.
That's why I was giggling at that.
Yeah. Aw, fucking Keith.
Fucking Keith. I will burn him. Burn him!
I'm not afraid of Keith.
Keith can suck my butt.
And my balls. Okay.
I should keep that bit in there. When we start streaming, people will learn of Keith.
Yeah, it's true. Well, Keith is Kenny's, what we've named Kenny's neighbor, who has a garage door, who goes in and out of his garage like a front door.
Yeah,
which
way too often.
I do, but I park my car in the garage. I don't have 50 trees, logs in my garage.
Yeah. So it's fine.
And a grill and 30 dogs.
You also don't bother anybody else with your garage.
Very true. Anyway, that's Keith.
Yes. That's Keith. And he's a lot like Nicol Bolas. in that
Yes.
he's just an ass.
And maybe probably not a dragon.
Yeah,
I
probably
think
not.
Nicole is not a dragon. Nicole. He's less than a dragon. He's half a dragon. Wow, what a
Yeah.
fucking ass.
We've talked about that before. Not like in the idea of, oh, you're twins, so you're only half of a real person. Or you're only
Yeah.
half a real dragon.
Yeah, isn't that what that stigma is for him and them?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
how'd you like
can't
my
believe
reading?
it was incredible. I can't believe that vision. We're still not done with the vision.
Yeah, we're only halfway through this vision.
It's going on for so long.
Such a long vision. It's gonna be like 2 days before
Yeah.
they get out of this vision.
They're gonna wake up and be so hungry.
They're gonna wake up. No, because Grandma's been chewing up beef jerky and spitting it down their throat and massaging their throat to make them swallow it.
Like a mommy dragon with a hunk of
Goblin meat.
soft viscera.
Soft, like a dog going at the belly
A
of soft
dog
viscera.
scrambling like a tent inside a dragon.
Oh my god. Whew.
All right.
My voice hurts. My throat hurts.
Yeah.
My brain hurts.
When have you had to do a dramatic reading like this before?
I do it all the time by myself.
Wow.
You just don't hear it.
I feel insulted.
You should feel. Yeah, that's the right
Yeah.
way to
you
feel.
You nailed it. You got it in one.
You nailed it. You got it.
Okay. Well, we will have the thrilling, I'm sure, conclusion to Chronicle of Bolus the Twins next week
On Dragon Ball Z.
on Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, Red Mage, Blue Mage.
Assuming that there's no combat phases in between. But be on the lookout. We'll wrap this up. And then we'll give a critique. You did say that
Yes.
you liked this vision better, I feel like, than
Yes, I do.
the first part.
Because I think it's doing a third. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it in the actual discussion.
Okay, cool.
I'll save my thoughts. We have things to talk about for then. Otherwise, I'll say it all now, and then we'll have nothing to talk about except me being tired, like full of burgers or chicken nuggies or whatever I'm eating at the time.
Right. Okay. So, that was Red Mage Blue Mage. If you guys want to email us, you can email us at redmagebluemage@geekspective.com. You can tweet at us at redbluemtg. You can tweet at me at Wolfmere.
And I am at Rocket Orca.
And until next time, I'll be representing Counterspell.
And I'm a scrambling tent.
Bye.
Bye.